HMD Global successfully revived the Nokia phone brand, selling over 10 million smartphones in its first year of existence. And I think the Nokia 7 Plus is the perfect example of the magic formula they have recently found. Build quality is awesome. We have aluminium on the outside with tasteful highlights around the edges and the solid metal plate inside for increased rigidity. We get nice tactile buttons on the side, a USB-C connector with support for fast charging and a single speaker on the bottom, and thankfully a headphone jack on the top, all surrounded by this great looking frame. There is a fingerprint reader on the back, and other than the camera hump above it, I would say there is nothing much to complain about here. On the front we have not the slimmest but still very reasonably slim bezels. They are nicely curved around the corners and no capacitive buttons. Those have been moved to the 6-inch 18:9 Full HD Plus screen, which looked great during my brief time with it. Even more promising is the software here. Nokia has done an exceptionally good job at providing a clean and up-to-date Android experience with all of their devices so far. And the 7 Plus seems no different. Like all other recently announced Nokia smartphones, it runs completely stock Android 8.1 Oreo with everything included, like Google Wallet and Assistant, as well as a promise for some of the best software support on the market going forward, as signified by the Android One badge. It's weird that Nokia, once the best buddy of Microsoft, is all in on Google now, but they really seem to be. The Nokia 7 Plus also claims to make up for the somewhat lackluster cameras of the previous Nokia generation, with a dual camera setup that now houses a regular 12-megapixel camera, as well as a 13-megapixel zoom lens, both with Zeiss optics of course. On the camera software side, we see the return of signature features like Ozo audio for 360-degree sound, as well as the Bothy feature, which let you capture stuff with your front and rear camera at the same time. And for the first time since the revival of the brand, we now also get a full manual mode. Hooray! The cameras, on paper at least, seem promising, but we'll have to wait to see how they perform in real life. Talking of performance, the specs on the Nokia 7 Plus put it comfortably between the mid-range and the high-end, so given the clean Android on top, this should be a capable performer. And with a generous 3800 mAh battery pack, we can also expect it to have great battery life. Overall, for the target price of €399, there's not much to complain here. I'm very excited to see how fast the Nokia brand is growing again, and if you are looking for a mid-range or maybe even an upper mid-range phone, then definitely keep an eye on either the 7 Plus or the 6.